Gran Turismo has always been ahead of the console curve. Features like head tracking, 3D TV support, and now, of course, VR support or PSVR 2. But did you know Gran Turismo used to support not only 3 screens, but 5 screens? That's right, connecting the game to 5 screens meant that you could have a full cockpit on your PS3. So what are the requirements for this? 5 PlayStation 3s, 5 copies of the game, a whole bunch of cables, and more expensively, 5 TVs. You might remember my content on the LG OLED Flex. Meadow's taken over this as her main screen in her office, replacing a multi-screen setup. This beautiful screen, great size, curvature, or in case you don't want it, it can be flat. All right, ideal, amazing screen. Problem is, it would be a lot of money to make this video. So step number 1, securing 5 PlayStation 3s. Does anyone remember that video with that guy that was like, I have 3 PS3. I've got 5, mate. So 1 up. So if you've ever installed Gran Turismo, you'll know it's a bit of a process. It can take anywhere from maybe a couple hours to maybe 5, depending on the speed of the drive. Now, one of these PlayStations actually had a bit of a problem to the point where it had to have the drive replaced. It's this one here, actually. I decided to install an SSD on my PS3. It cost me £12 to buy the SSD for 250 gigabytes. So that's the console sorted. Now I need the games. eBay weirdly didn't have any copies, and so CEX was my next bet. I absolutely cleared out every CEX store to get copies of this game. Thankfully, they were quite cheap. Which then brings us on to the most expensive step. So on a whim, I decided to reach out to LG. I've worked with them before, they've been incredible, and so I thought, let's ask them politely for 5 1080p, just kind of run-of-the-mill screens, even just to borrow them for this video. And they said no. They said, Theo, don't be silly. What we'll do instead is give you 5 LG OLED Evo C3 42-inch 4K HDR screens for your silly Gran Turismo video. I am absolutely shocked and super grateful for LG, and all they asked for in return is for me to talk about them a little bit. The A9 Gen 6 AI processor 4K, which does a whole bunch of things to step the game up. Introducing things like advanced picture and functionality. You already know the LG screens, blackest of blacks. Looks so awesome. Improved picture quality and faster processing speed. It also knows when you plug in a console and gives you game optimizer. It's ultra quick settings control, optimized display for different game genres. You can also quickly check the refresh rate and stabilizer settings in real time. The Evo C3 comes with both Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, and not forgetting NVIDIA G-Sync for the buttery smooth gameplay. Now, I decided to go with 42 inches, there's also 48, but something that's gonna be super awesome with this, again, it's brand new TVs on old hardware. Yes, the game doesn't run at 4K, but those tiny little bezels, that is gonna be awesome. That's one huge advantage to waiting for something like this. And so I guess without further ado, we should set this up. What do you think?
I think it's really, really cool. Like seeing the screens all set up like this, walking into it, it's just...
And I found out
it's pretty wild.
There's like no videos on 5 screens, like other than like pixelated.
We're gonna be the first.
It's almost time to plug in all the PlayStations, but with one of the PlayStations, I got some extras. Marvel Super Squad, WWE 2K14, Lego Batman 2, FIFA 13, it's incredible, and Modern Warfare 3. And your brother's controller, get it? Because it's like the second, it's the crap one. Wait. WWE 2K16 as well. Wow. So each screen needs its own PlayStation plugged in, and then I need to synchronize them all. Oh, and I bought a new thing. So to do this, you need to wire them all up, okay? No wireless here. I bought, in this box, an Ethernet switch. Look at that! That's an 8-port switch. It's just so cool. Normally they're like 5 times bigger. All right, we have got currently 4 screens because this one's not not connected. They also still have the peel on them, by the way. That one doesn't. You can tell the colour's a bit better. So that was relatively easy. I just kind of set the IP address for every single one of them so they're static, but I've never seen Gran Turismo like this before. Holy crap. Let's fix this one. Here we go then. It is time, friends. I am so excited. So we finished setting up everything, and now I kind of want to demonstrate and show you the whole process. Turn on all the PlayStations. My orchestra of PlayStations turns on. I've got them all turned sound down. I have 2 controllers, so I don't have to connect to them all individually and start the game. However, this is pretty cool. Once you've set it up as a client, you get the request to sign in. No, because there's no internet. The next option, do you want to become a client? Straight away, yes. So you basically set a client for everything else and the server. And then everything else gets the IP address of the server, and then you race. It's actually, once you've set it up, it's kind of super easy. Also, the peel is still on here, so I thought I would leave that for you. Here we go. Oh no. Fine, there's another one this side. Oh yeah. Off you come. Look at that. Beautiful. Stunning. From the testing I've done, I've already got some opinions, but most of them will be formed here. I didn't want to rush to it. Who gets to do a double peel like this? Beautiful. This one will load into the game totally normally with the introduction and stuff. Man, I really want to put SSDs in everything. So this one's already set up to be the server from the go. If you have the settings set up last time you played, it keeps them, but this is what you get to do. So you get the multi-monitor support, put it server, this is the IP address of the main machine, the layout, the border. I haven't figured that out yet because it's so tiny on these. The curvature angle, so you need to set the angle of the screens. There's a whole bunch of math involved, which is kind of annoying, but I did it on a whim, I guessed, and I actually got it perfect, which is kind of great. And then screen angle, 100%, whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh, I also bought a PlayStation Eye so I can do head tracking. I don't know if it works with the multi-monitor, but we're gonna try that. Oh man, what the I think I bought a dud camera. I've been had. Oh no. And let's jump in. So you'll notice as we load, the rest of the screens will just go black. There we go. Oh no. Okay, he's gone. All of them have just, okay. Different hard drive speed. Welcome, friends. 5-screen Gran Turismo, 5-screen sim racing on these ridiculously beautiful LG OLED Evo C3 screens, playing a 1080p, maybe sub 1080p Gran Turismo game. Okay, let's just jump in and go, I guess. This is so ridiculous. So I'm gonna be driving a Ferrari F40. I will be showing some actual gameplay direct from the machines. Unfortunately, because of how complicated the PlayStation is, it's just gonna be from this one, but I wanted to show you my first proper impressions of driving this. So of course, you can, I put it in auto. I can change the camera, which I will remember the button momentarily. There we go. Now this side, it kind of clips out of the car. You can see just here that it's just kind of gone. This side is a lot better. You can see more of the interior. Just ignore my terrible driving. This is ridiculous. And just to show you, if you quit, just quit the game, you obviously get the replay normally. It spans the whole set. Just ridiculous, man. I don't know why this was even a thing. These PS3s are struggling. This grass texture is awful. It's so wild. Why was this a feature? 3 screens, I think, personally, is so much, it makes so much sense. With 3 screens, I get. 5 is just stupid. This is why VR took over, because this is ridiculous. Like, if I was to do this on PC, how much GPU would I need? Can you even do 5 screens? Because SLI and whatever is gone. I love that I could just see part of the replay here. They had no reason to make the replay like camera length the whole span. Why? Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is set up so we can actually get some proper audio and play like this. How I'm gonna organize this and lay out this, I really don't know. It's time, folks. I am set up. We're ready to go. Let's play this game. Special stage route 7. Let's get it. Starting it. How bright it was there. Oh, is it because of the bridge? Driving the Lexus LFA. Unfortunately, the sounds in this game, not particularly incredible. However, we have to give it a go on a right-hand drive car. The reason is, you're definitely going to see this side, which looks so sick. This side again, you're just kind of looking out the window. Man, I miss my direct drive wheel, to be completely honest. But good God! you kind of gotta make do. Man, the force feedback is really weak on this game compared to, well, modern Gran Turismo games, modern non-Gran Turismo games. It's really gentle on the force feedback. There's got to be a way to turn this up, right? Now, you can do multiple views, so here's the HUD view in case that's your preference. You can do third-person view, so you're quite honestly wasting your time with this. However, you get like the swooshing of the lights, which is a kind of really cool effect. I'd say it's all about the cockpit view when it comes to this setup. Now, I kind of hinted at it a little bit earlier, but my kind of feelings are that maybe it's a little bit ridiculous. I think it's a lot ridiculous. If I'm totally honest, I can see why people usually go for the 3 monitors. It's something I'm glad I have tried and experienced. What are you doing to me? Man, hard on Gran Turismo used to be really difficult. And the replay camera as well. Gotta watch that. So, this is just arcade mode again. What I really want to do is I would like to... Just look at this. This is ridiculous. It's wholly unnecessary beyond these two. Sometimes you'll get a glimpse of the car. Very rarely do you get a glimpse of the car in the side ones here. It's just like wall. I think now I want to try my career mode. So essentially how it works is once you set it up, it seems like pretty much anything, you can just jump into that. So this was arcade. I think that's what it was limited to on VR on Gran Turismo Sport. I completely forgot that we had Course Maker, Gran Turismo TV. Oh man, let's go to GT mode. Today's actually the day where that leaked Xbox came out, and it's kind of made me sad, because if something like that existed now, we wouldn't be able to go back to it. I had to clear out the used shops to try and get these games, but going fully discless, again, I buy my games digitally, but stuff like this wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't be able to pick up 5 copies of Gran Turismo 5 and it work. You know what? We've already done a race. I'm curious if B-Spec works. No! I heard them all loading, but it's just downright refused to load on here. That's it. I'm absolutely battering them. What the hell? This is clearly a point in Gran Turismo where they just didn't balance. They were just like, no. The difficulty is the difficulty. This just gets more and more exciting, to be honest with you. Here we go. Horrible, horrible car sounds. I apologize in advance, but this is so sick. I really wish the modern Gran Turismo had this feature. Genuinely, I would go out today and buy 3 more PS3s just for that. For this view of a wall, I will buy 3 more PS5, Sony. What an incredible feature, though. Excuse me. Trying to close me in there, you absolute ape. Rearview mirror works quite well, actually. Oh, that's pretty interesting, actually, because obviously that PS3 is working to render that part of the mirror. That PS3 is working. I wonder if you actually get better mirrors because of it. It's so interesting, though. Like, it's rendering its own individual piece, but all of them are rendering the same thing. It's so, they're like a hive. I remember hearing years ago that, you know, the military, for example, used PlayStation 3s and like linked them together because they could run Linux, and they were using them in the military in the States, and it's just kind of wild to me. But this is so sick. Why did more games not support stuff like this? It's, again, as I said, I've seen pretty much no one do it. One of the reasons I wanted to do it, but... yeah, if only Gran Turismo 7 supported something like this, I would be all over it. He says, as you know, he has PSVR 2. Listen, it's pretty obvious that VR is much, much better than this in a lot of ways. But at the same time, having the option would be so, so, so good. Because the thing is, with the VR, for the sake of videos, I can't really use it. This, I can. You guys could just see this view, and I could see this. We can have a camera there just for the occurrence when I want to have that view. I'm sorry, I can't hear the game. We can just hear revs banging. I just love how comical it is. I love it. Nice dirt. Nice gate barrier. It's mostly running at 60. I've got some tearing. I don't think I've ever noticed much tearing on this game before, but understanding it's kind of orchestrating everything. So imagine if no one was ever able to do something this stupid and test it in the modern day, because physical games are being binned off. So it's sad, it's sad. I'm digital games all day, but like, I've been collecting them Blu-ray movies. Let's go! 24 grand. Thank you, thank you. There we go, replay. This is the closest I'll ever get to a Murcielago SV. Heck yeah, look at him power through. God, it makes the normal Murcielago look kind of crap, doesn't it? In some ways. Like, look at me like, a Murcielago is a Murcielago, but like... Look how wide they go. You know that meme where there's like Putin is like wide because of the angle? It looks so funny. But it is so sick. Look at that incredible texture. Wow. I bet that's 5 pixels long, wide. Look at those trees and the buildings. This is how Gran Turismo was clearly meant to be played. Someone paid attention to how this replay would actually display most of the time. They put some effort in. Now we just need to have a feature where we could do 5x5. That would be dumb. So next up, I wanted to jump into some NASCARs because I have noticed this monitor specifically, you'll see it, the netting on the side it's added like an extra little detail that I really do love. There we go. This fits really well. There's no proper clipping. Big American machine making full use of these screens because it's so big and wide. Let's get it. Take them on. I'm on like medium difficulty now. And now it's too easy. Why is there not a middle? Why? Oh, look at this. What the hell's in my car? Excuse me. Through the tunnel. Yeah. I think if you're gonna try this out, 3 screens is absolutely enough. There's just... It's just a little ridiculous. It's one of those things though, I had to try it. If I was gonna do it, I had to do it properly. This video would not have been possible in the same way without LG. I was thinking like, oh like, yeah, nice 28-inch screens. How about I pick something just cheap on Amazon, sell them all on eBay afterwards? No. LG absolutely made this video go to another level, so big shout out to them. Please do check out their links down below to support. Holy hell yeah. I don't know how I caught that, to be honest. I'm pretty proud of myself. Oh man. The only thing that would make this even better is motion and using my actual direct drive wheel. However, I don't know if there's a direct drive wheel that works on the PlayStation. There is one with like an adapter, but it's not quite the same. What's going on up here? Do you see this? Is there a hole in the car? Oh, it's gone. No, it's still there. That is very odd, very peculiar. Things you don't normally see because normally the rest of the car is just not there. There's genuinely a hole in the car, I think. Some kind of glitchiness going on there, but it's kind of to be expected. How much actual play test time did they manage to do with this? Did they have the money for that many PlayStations at the time at what, like $700 a piece or whatever they was? Everything's so much more like floaty in this game. I didn't realize it at the time. Again, the wheel is also not my normal wheel, but I feel like the cars don't grip as much. Everything's a bit slidey, a bit icier. Kind of feels how Forza Motorsport 5 was a bit floaty. This less so still, I can still grip, it just doesn't give me that feedback. Last time we played it, I played it on a controller, which is again, a worse experience. Like, it's fine, it's how I played the game initially. I couldn't afford a wheel, but a wheel is the better way to play Gran Turismo games. And just like that, across the line, incredible. So there you go, what do you think? Is this something you would love to try one day? I'm so happy with it. I almost don't want to dismantle it. I think I might just keep this and maybe we try some PC games. PlayStation, listen to me. Please add this to Gran Turismo 7. I will genuinely give you so much money that day. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you again to LG. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Check out these.